Welcome back to the Riverside Show, and it's that time of the night where our rumbling bellies get the better of us, and they've led us over here to the kitchen to see what's cooking in our tea for a tenner tonight. And we're joined by Niall Murray from the City of Glasgow College. Niall, thank you for coming back on the show.
Yeah, having me back.
What's on the menu tonight? Tell us.
Okay, we got some rump of Scotch lamb.
Okay.
And I'm going to do some grilled Mediterranean vegetables. I've got an aubergine puree. Well, aubergine that I've been roasting for about 40 minutes. So I'm going to cut that open and take out the insides, and we'll puree it up. Just needs a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of salt and pepper. And if aubergine's cooked right, it's beautiful and creamy without any dairy products added to it.
Excellent.
It's got lovely creamy.
You could introduce me to aubergines tonight then, because
Okay,
I think I've tried it once in my life, to be honest, so I've not really
It's the
given
way
it
you
a fair
cook them.
chance.
It's
the way you cut them?
The way you cook them.
Cook them, sorry.
So it's an aqueous vegetable, so it doesn't really suit being boiled. It goes kind of tough and spongy, but it suits being grilled or roasted.
Okay.
Right, okay.
You said that's been in for 40 minutes.
Yes, it has, yes. So you can see the raw aubergine
Starting
here.
to look a wee bit prune-like.
It is, yes, yeah.
Have a reduction in size there as well.
So obviously it's softer. It's a vegetable you can't eat raw, so it must be cooked.
Okay.
So we got the.
I was going to say, what did we do then? What did we do next?
Well, I got the lamb, and I'm going to colour that on all sides.
Okay.
Under the in a pan with a little bit of olive oil. So we'll put that in.
Olive oil already in the pan. You're putting it into a hot pan.
Into a hot pan. I'll put it skin side down to start the cooking process. Get a nice bit of colour on the meat, which will give it a nice flavour. And what I'd like you guys to do is, if we can cut the vegetables for the grilled vegetables. Now I think I'll cut this up a wee bit. So I think not too thin for the courgette, please. Around about that, I would say.
Okay, we
two
can
pan coins.
Full courgette here?
Yeah. Well, let's see how we get along.
Or am I doing this one? Right,
Yeah,
okay.
you got on.
Would you like to? On you go to.
Right, well,
Okay.
Use the super large knife that we've got here. Right.
Perfect. And how many people will this make for? Is this 2 people then with
This
that
is for
lamb?
2 people, yeah. I think that's about 150 to 200 grams of the rump of lamb.
Okay.
Rump is a nice prime cut, so I think it should be cooked no more than medium.
Okay.
For a nice prime cut of meat, I think it's a crime to cook it any more than medium.
So do you have to? How long do you leave it to cook it to medium?
Okay, I would say we'll brown it on all sides, and I would say 20 minutes in the oven.
Okay.
When we come back, I'll show you how to do a wee test to see if how the meat is cooked.
Little
Okay.
trick
Do
of
a
the
wee
trade.
hand test.
Look at you. That was
Well
done. We're talking
okay,
about
I
the
can
rump
give
there.
you. Well,
I've been rapid on the old
there we
courgette.
go. A little
What
bit of
to do with
aubergine,
this?
please. Just, I think, slice it as well, please, if that's
Right,
okay.
okay.
And while you're doing that,
Just stand there and watch this.
Oh, well, thanks, Emma.
Can I use a bigger knife? Is that
Please,
allowed?
please, yeah.
Suppose so.
Right, so how do we want this one cut,
okay,
sorry?
I would say about the same size. Any.
In half and then half
You can
meal,
cut into
like that,
circles. You
whatever
can
it
cut
is.
into circles like it is now.
All right, okay.
I've got the cooked aubergine here, and you can see the difference.
Oh, yeah.
The inside's nice and creamy. Now, what I want to do is take out any of the pulp, and we'll get rid of the skin of the aubergine. Doesn't look too attractive now.
No, it
but we
doesn't
will.
look
Okay,
nice.
okay. Well, we'll add a little bit of lemon juice
You know,
to
it's
it,
like
and then
banana that's,
it
you
will
know,
hit
goes
us a wee
Yeah, it
bit.
does. So that's gone from this. It's gone from this to this.
Yeah. And,
So
It's quite an earthy smell of a raw
raw
aubergine.
aubergine. Yeah, it is.
So
So
I'm
this is
gonna-
what we're using.
I'm going to put this is one part of the dish. I'm going to put this a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of salt and pepper,
Okay.
and I'm going to puree it up.
So that's
Okay.
gonna
And
be
then
our
we just
puree.
reheat that. For these, we're going to char grill them. And if you can
okay.
stick them in that bowl, please.
Sure.
And
Char grilling is quite a healthy way to cook.
definitely much better than frying. I've got a griddle pan here. You can buy from any department store. And any of these excess oil will fall down here, and you get the nice char grill
Perfect. That's
char grill
exactly what
flavour
we
from the
want.
bars. Okay, so I'll brush in a little bit of olive
So
oil.
oil them before you put them.
Yes, otherwise they'll stick.
Right. Ah, okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Great.
So,
Well, we're putting them in the pan. We'll have a wee
you
look
can
at
hear
the
it.
ingredients, so you can check that out at home. Make a wee note, and as always, it'll be on our social media.
And with us being in Freshers Week now, is this something that a student could easily knock up as an alternative perhaps to this?
It's a healthy option for students,
it
maybe.
is a healthy option. Rump of lamb isn't the most expensive cut. It's not the cheapest. It's not the
Okay.
most expensive cut. Maybe Maybe it was a special occasion for a student. A student meal.
So if you find love at
parents
Freshers
coming
Week,
out.
then maybe on
The
to cook a
parents coming to
romantic meal.
visit.
Right, of course, yes, of course. The parents coming to visit. That's another way to look
Pretend
at
you
it.
can cook when your
Yeah.
parents come visit.
That's right.
it. Take some notes of this one. So just veg goes in there.
Veg goes in there. I'll get it nice bar marked.
Okay.
The vegetables, and then I can do it in batches. I'm going to do some peppers, maybe some red onion as
like
well.
the red
to cook it.
onion.
Nice.
Perfect.
This is
Sounds good.
I've got a shallot here. We've got a gravy to go with the lamb
Perfect.
as well. Just some lamb stock, and I thickened it with a little bit of corn flour, a little bit of white
Ideal.
wine.
Okay.
Well, we will leave you to get on with this, and we'll come back a wee bit later to find out how you're getting on.
Looking forward to tasting
Forward
this.
to it, yes.
Okay, great stuff.
Now, here in Glasgow, there are classes, courses and clubs for just about everything. And we always like to find out where in the city we can get involved. So tonight, we sent Colin along to life drawing classes at the Botanic Gardens on Great Western Road. Colin, are you drawing right now, or are you modelling?
Please stay drawing. Welcome back to the Riverside Show, and we're back in the kitchen with Niall Murray from the City of Glasgow College, because the smell is wafting across the studio, so quite frankly we couldn't concentrate anymore.
Really couldn't. We
Niall.
had to get back and find out how you're getting on.
Just
Okay,
remind us
so
what you're
I'm
making.
doing these grilled vegetables, these lovely vegetables that you've prepared, David.
Beautifully
and-
done.
Yeah, absolutely
Best
beautiful.
courgettes
Just,
I've seen
they are the best courgettes
Yes.
I've seen. Just the right thickness, so they don't go flabby when they're cooked, and if they're too thick, obviously they won't cook at all.
Okay.
So I've been cooking them off in batches. I've got a couple more here
Okay.
with some peppers and some aubergine, a little bit of red onion. Now,
Sorry, that looks
so.
good. So did you put them in the oven afterwards, or is that just to keep them warm?
Just really to keep them warm because I'm doing them in batches.
Perfect.
So for 2 portions, you could maybe squeeze 2 portions into here, but I've just done them in wee batches.
Brilliant.
And yeah, keep them warm. They're really cooked once we do them under this griddle. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper.
Excellent.
Okey-doke.
Perfect.
And so I have the lamb here cooked. Now I said prime cuts of meat.
Oh, yeah.
To me, it's a shame if you cook them well done.
Okay.
Now we have in
So
the.
it'll be a little bit pink in the middle then?
Yes, is that okay? Do you like it that way?
Oh, that's
Is
fine,
it?
fine by me.
Give it a taste, yeah.
Give it a taste.
I
Now-
tend to cook the life out of any meat that I eat because that's what I always go with, just straight done. But I'm trying to widen my palate, so I'll give
Okay,
it a
well,
go.
what we say to the chefs, it's a kind of feel. So if
Okay.
you look at that, I would say that's about medium. So
This
if you
is the
want
test you were talking about earlier on,
yeah,
is it?
so if you hold your left hand out, nice and relaxed. Okay, Jennifer.
Right.
Yeah.
So this, if the muscle just below your thumb here,
Yeah.
that's blue. That's like the lamb's still going bah. You know, that's
Okay,
really.
right, yes.
It's only about 30, 40 degrees in the middle. I don't really like it that way. It's a little bit kind of jellyish.
Okay.
So if you put your first finger and your thumb together, that's rare. Second finger and thumb, that's medium rare. Third finger, that's medium. Now I think this is around about medium here.
Okay.
You can have a wee.
Right,
bit of that
okay,
as well.
so we're getting...
And then fourth finger, medium well.
Right, we're getting
And then-
firmer, is it?
That makes
Feel that?
sense.
Well done about
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Really hard.
No.
Okay.
Do you like it like that, Jennifer?
Just
So
a
we'll
bit
try medium
squeamish.
rare. Now, David, you said you try the aubergine. That's
Yeah.
the aubergine that was just pureed.
Let's have a look at
Speaks
that
for
there.
itself. A little bit of lemon juice, and I've just pureed up a little bit of salt and pepper. And you can have a wee try. Would you like a wee try? Jennifer?
Yeah, let's
Right,
give us a
there
wee
we go.
taste.
Let's go for it before
Okay.
we...
Have a wee taste of this. So, everyone, obviously, the students are back at Fresh Week starting uni, but the college students have been back for a while.
Yeah, since the 11th of August.
But they keep busy as well. The college do not only their course, but they've got a restaurant going on.
Yes, we have Scholars Restaurant. It's a licensed restaurant, and we serve 3-course lunch for
quite nice.
£9. This is one of the dishes we serve.
So this is what you make.
Part of
That's
that
the students make
three-courser?
this.
For 3 courses, £9 for lunch. So if you haven't been, come along.
How do
Try
you,
that, David.
yeah,
so
I'll
is
go.
it just within the
Go.
college then? What street are we looking for? Where are we finding
Cathedral Street.
Okay.
Cathedral Street. City of Glasgow College on Cathedral Street. And we're just up the hill where it used to be the College of Food Technology.
Okay, so and you can pop in. Anyone can pop in.
Anyone can come. To make a booking, it's 566 1500.
Okay.
And £9 for 3 courses. We'd rival any restaurant in Glasgow.
Brilliant.
Okay,
Great, okay.
So we're
Exciting
ready
stuff.
to.
That's
It's really creamy.
Yeah,
It is
uh-huh.
much more creamy
without
than I
any
thought
dairy
it would be.
products in it.
Compared to what aubergine smells like when I cut it up there, it was quite...
Earthy.
Yeah, woody. That's actually really sweet as well.
Okay,
Yes.
so we'll
I
have a
think you
look.
might have converted me
David,
now.
if you could take a plate over, please.
Okay, do you want both over?
Yes,
One?
please. Why not?
Right, okay.
Let's do one for the moment.
There you go. Look at that, you got a wee scholar's plate
So,
there and everything.
yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
right. So we've got
Been
our
well
own-
trained
our
before you
own
came on
plate,
this show,
that's
aren't
right.
they?
Yes. So we put a bit of the vegetables on here. Okay, vegetables. I've got a little bit of the.
Some of the char
Yeah.
grads.
So I just
Delicious.
roasted the tomatoes like that on the vine. Just
Okay.
simply roasted. A little bit of red onion. Again, that charring brings out a nice flavour to the
Okay.
vegetables. Now, would you like to put very fashionable to do a drag. So a little bit of aubergine here and run your
So
spoon. Run your spoon.
I've seen this done many a time, but I don't know how to actually do it. So is that
It's
enough?
actually very.
Is that enough?
I would say a little bit more.
But
A bit more.
we'll go for
Yep.
that.
So just put a blob down. Okay. Right. Okay. And
Wait a
then
minute.
I'll run your. That's beautiful.
Is that, are you
Beautiful.
sure?
Yeah.
No, it's all right.
Okay, maybe you could do better at
Maybe
home.
further training. Okay.
Yeah. I'll come along
Good
to
for
one of the
first
classes.
attempt, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Not too
let's
shabby.
see. Now you see,
That's not too pink.
about medium, about
Yeah.
medium.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
For this lamb. And I think it's a shame to cook it. Shame to cook.
Yeah.
Such a prime cut. Well done.
Okay.
That is a difficult thing with any kind of meat, isn't it? Is to make sure it's just right.
Yeah, that's
You
obviously.
can't cut. You can't do all the cuts like that. So it's really the most expensive cut, the best cuts that are being able to cook that way. So.
Okay, and we've got some gravy. Was that the? What did you do to make the gravy there? Then?
Okay, some lamb stock. I've had a little bit of corn flour, dissolved a little bit of corn flour, a little bit of water to thicken it. If it's too thick, a bit too gloopy, you get a little bit more lamb stock, a little bit of water, and a little bit of white wine in there just to give it a nice flavour. So Jennifer, would you like some sauce round the plate?
Oh, right.
Then the pure.
Oh no, I'm probably just going to ruin this
the
now.
aubergine
Just a
puree,
drizzle
you can go
round.
for
I would say just around here. What do you think?
Don't ruin what I've done
no.
there, okay?
Pressure. Right, here we go. Oh, that was
Oh, you.
a bit more.
I think so. What do you think?
Yeah, I say so. I'm just
Are
scared.
you
I'm
rationing
gonna-
the gravy?
Well, I'm just scared I'm going to ruin your aubergine swoosh.
Okay.
So
I'll
that's
go
a.
for it. Do you know what? I quite like gravy, so I'll add a wee bit
just
more.
stick
Go
it all
on.
on.
I love gravy.
Yay, there we go.
that's it.
That's
That-
probably I've ruined the
Yeah.
plate now. But
Right, we're going to try
That
this.
looks lovely.
definitely
Yeah,
think
you
we
got
should
some
give
nice
this a
and forks
go.
there, guys.
Move this out the way.
This looks
Lovely
really
Scotch
good.
lamb.
And it's a healthy dish as well, isn't
Yes.
it? Very healthy
The
dish.
aubergines are very good for you. Grilled vegetables.
Okay, let's give this a go. Here we go. Oh, go for it.
I'll take this wee bit here. A wee bit of gravy. Yeah. Let me get a wee pepper.
Or a courgette you've cut.
Come on.
God,
Cook
very
it.
good.
have to
I'll
have
give
one
that
for-
to you, Jennifer. You go
I've
for
got a bit
the
of
aubergine. Here we
aubergine
go.
here.
You have. Lamb's a little bit gamey. It's one of my
nice,
favourite meats.
That is
Tasty.
lovely. Almost melt in your mouth, that as well, which is just
Yeah.
perfect. Just the lamb's just cooked right.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's delicious.
Quality of Scottish
Aubergine's
lamb.
perfectly cut as well.
I think they're the
They
best
are
bit,
indeed.
to be quite
Now,
honest now.
thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Perfect, delicious stuff.
I think we're about to be put off for dinner, to be quite honest.
Yeah, because Colin is off trying something new once again, which you can try in and around Glasgow. And if you were watching earlier, which of course you were, then you'll know tonight Colin is a live drawing class at the Botanic Gardens. Colin, I'm going to have to ask,
I don't know if I want to watch this.
how are you getting on?